Morning guys, Keg here. It's November on the farm and the grass field is ready to be turned into silage. Jimmy's gonna be running the mowers on the JCB and we'll fly the drone and watch him from above. We swapped the tractors over on the windrower because we needed the New Holland to power the Fendt square baler. Let's get all this grass rode up and picked up into bales. I'll fold up the windrower now and go and park it in the shed. Jimmy will hop in the JCB and get the front loader attached with bale spike while I take the Merlot and get the wrapper up to the field. Not sure where to drop this thing off. I don't know which direction the bales come out. I haven't used this machine in 25 yet. I think this should work right here. Jimmy will let me know if not while I collect up some bales. Definitely the wrong side of the wrapper to load the bales into. Also, if you're wrapping square bales, they gotta be the smallest size. I definitely got closer to loading the bale wrapper the right way. I should be at the back of the machine, not on the side like this, but it works. We can now take the bale wrapper and park it back in the shed. Now I'm gonna go and drop off the bale spike. The bucket and the pallet forks are needed down at the production yard. Jimmy's gonna take those down while I do some fertilizer spreading. Shouldn't take too long to spread this fert, and hopefully we don't leave Jimmy waiting too long down at the production yard. job's a good one. Let's go park the spreader back in the shed and then attach to the trailer. Here we are at the concrete factory. Jimmy's around back with the Merlot. Let's just reverse in and he'll fill up the trailer with stones. That should keep the production happy. There's no more stones, so we'll hop into our car and head down to the port to do some fishing. Right here should do, but there isn't really a parking place, so I'll just put the four ways on. Look at the amount of seagulls down here. They'll probably try to steal some of our fish if we don't watch out. I was just looking across at that castle area. It looks pretty cool, so let's go check it out. I'm getting out of this crazy ride. Jimmy's nuts. Look out, people. Crazy driver. Let's see if we can fish off the castle wall. Pretty far cast from all the way up here. It's time to go a little closer to the water. There's no stairs down to the beach, so I guess we'll just jump the wall. Jimmy's gonna try to drive the car over here to pick me up. Looks like it didn't work out and he drowned it. He'll be right back. Guess I'm gonna have to do a little parkour and swimming to get into the car. We'll head on back to the farm now. That was enough fishing for one day. There's actually nothing more to be done on the farm, so we'll go and skip a few months. It's now January and our stone quarry needs some more water, so Jimmy's got the quad bike and tanker attached, and we need to head down to the river to fill up and deliver that. Water's on board now, we'll head across the river. With the quarry now full of water, we'll head over to the cement factory and put some more stones in there. There's no more stones to load up and put in, so we'll head back to the farm. So if you look up into the top right, we're in a bad financial state. We're at negative $20,000. To remedy this, we're going to sell off all of the wheat that we harvested as well as the barley. Jimmy's going to load us up with wheat first using the Merlot. Alrighty, 19,300 liters of wheat on board. Let's head off to the sell point. First load got us $23,063. A few trailer loads later, we're finally done. We made $43,163 from all that wheat. I'm gonna drop off the trailer for Jimmy to continue loading up the barley while we head down to the store to buy a new trailer. We're gonna go with the Bunning Series 200 trailer, and we're gonna put it in green and use the hire purchase mod to get it. Let's get her hooked up and back to the farm and load up some more barley. This should definitely speed up our selling process. This time I'll do some loading. With the big trailer now full of barley, we'll head off to the grain mill down by the train station. We got just over $30,000 for the big trailer. Let's head back to the yard and get another one. Still quite a bit in my bucket, so I'll leave it up in the air for Jimmy's trailer, and I'll just get out of his way and head off to the grain mill again. There's no more grain to be sold, but it is sure nice to be over $100,000 once again. Let's head back to the farm. We won't be needing the new green trailer anytime soon, so I'll tarp it up and park it in the grain shed. Our next job on the farm is to sell off some wood products, so let's get the flatbed trailer attached. Jimmy's gonna load us up with some wood beams and as many planks long as possible, as well as a few just normal planks since we have the space. Off to the castle we go. All that product brought us in $201,000 or so. That's awesome. We still have these normal planks on here, so let's head off to the sell point, which is in the town. Here we are. It's a bit tricky to sell here, so Jimmy's just gonna get them off the trailer. There's still another load of product at the sawmill, so we'll head back and Jimmy will load us up again. This time I'll sell the planks first in the town and then head up to the castle. A quick $50,000. That's the last of the wood products for right now to the castle, and we got $135,000 for that load. Now the castle needs cement bags, so let's head off to our factory and pick up a load. Jimmy's ready in the Merlot with the special pallet forks that have straps on them. You can find them on the Mod Hub. Up to the castle once again. We've now satisfied all of the required materials for the first stage of the castle, and we're at over $600,000. Now I'll go meet Jimmy at the quarry and we'll fill up the trailer with the stones. The plan now is to head over to the stone mason and purchase it. It's about $350,000. Hopefully 42,000 liters of big stones is enough to keep it running for a while. Let's head back to the farm. It's a really good time to sell straw here in January, so let's load up a trailer. Looks like the south sell point is taking the straw, so let's head over there. Trailer number 1 got us just over $30,000. Let's head back and get the next one. You'd think this trailer is full, but Jimmy has some other ideas. There we go, we got all the straw onto the trailer. We won't have to come back for another small load. We managed to get an extra $11,000 by squeezing all the bales on. Those silage bales we made earlier in the episode are ready to be sold off, so let's get up to the grass field and load up the trailer. These are going to the same sell point as all of the straw, so it makes my life easy. Just over $55,000 for that load of silage. Before I go and park up the flatbed, I'm gonna feed the sheep these hand bales of hay right here at the shed. That's cleaned up. Let's go park this in the bale shed. The last thing we're going to do on the farm this month is do some forestry, so let's get the winch hooked up. We're going to clear the area closest to the sawmill right now so it's easier to pull the trees in. Pretty much going to do the same process all over and over until we're up to the field's edge behind us. Our plan is to fill up the sawmill as much as we can so we don't have to touch it for a lot of months. That was a lot of work, but the area is starting to look great. Let's go park up the winch and head home for the night. Thanks for hanging out, guys. If you want to support my channel, you know what to do. If not, no worries at all, and we'll see you in the next one.